All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Wayne's World Garage. We're in the woods today. At least it's quiet out here. And we had a storm a week ago, and trees came down and blocked the path. So at least I moved this guy out of the path so we could get to the pumpkin patch, getting ready for our pumpkin picking party. But the next step here is to move him out of the way a little bit better. So we put the grapple on the tractor, and let's lift him up with the grapple. It'll be a whole lot easier to saw him up. So let's get cracking, jacking. Not on there very well, but it'll hold for now. I think we'll cut it here. Well, this saw, by the way, is a Steel 201. It's a top saw. It's a great little saw. Let's see if she starts up. So owning land is great here. All these trails are great, but they take work. So if you don't want to do this type of work, think twice about it. All right, piece number 2. Oh, I knocked my saw over. Okay. Make sure that bar lock is on there, I'll fire your ass. Check out one of my other videos. I built this nice little scabbard for this thing. It works great. And you all probably know this, but the ROPS on these guys doesn't do anything if your seatbelt's not on. So put your seatbelts on. When do we put airbags in tractors? Uh-oh. So hilariously, you'd be amazed at how many people have walked by all these sticks. And it's too hard for them to bend over and pick up a stick. But probably easier to do it this way than to try and get it with a grapple. Grapple works really well, but on this little stuff it doesn't work because you can't see where it's hitting the ground because my hood's in the way. And the hood's in the way, and I just had Paula polish it, and it's really shiny, so it's really hard to see. There you go. All right. All right, there's one junky pine out of the way, and there's scrub pine. They're garbage. Nobody wants them for anything. So they rot out in the woods. Fortunately, they rot up pretty quickly. But let's get on to the next tree. Alrighty, on to the next tree. This might be really boring, and it might not, but I gotta do it, so there you go. This part of the woods, Paula calls Hurricane Alley. We've never had a real hurricane here, but there's no question about it. They're all very young trees. And what happens where we live in this part of Maryland, is after the trees are starting to come back, they start out with the garbage trees, which are scrub pines. And the scrub pines come up and the basswoods come up. They're very soft woods. But after that, we get some oak trees coming up and some poplar trees. The good news is there's a fair amount of white oak coming up around here, and I kind of like that. The more white oak, the better. I'm almost thinking I ought to put up some chestnut or some black walnut trees now that it looks like we can grow them again. We'll see. This tree right in front of me is actually still alive. I don't know how, but he's going to come down. But I didn't want to drop him down because there's too much junk in the way. So we let him there, and now he's bird food. You can see all the garbage down here. Pine, pine, pine. They're all pine. but this is only a very small part of the trails. So that's the way it is. We've got some beech trees here on my right. They're not very big or very mature, but they're getting there. And in front of us, we've got a stump tree, a nice poplar, double poplar, but it started out as a 4-foot tree, but they felled it 70 years ago, and now I got two smaller poplars out of it. Beautiful poplar right in front of us. That's a gorgeous tree. Now, interesting, there was some building or something. I'm trying to find the history of it right in front of us. Can't quite find out what it is, but there's some bricks here. Clearly there was a foundation here. And if you look around this area here, there's some nicer trees, some oaks, a couple of cherry trees, somewhat uncommon in the area, and just some bigger trees. And it's a gorgeous day outside. It's going to be 75 degrees. It's already sunny out. You got to love it. Now right here is where Phil, Allen, and I took out probably at least a dozen 16-foot, actually 17-foot poplar trees for fence boards. And the trees played dominoes. One came down, another came down, and one hits the other. And it turns out where we live, the poplar trees, the roots are not in the ground as far as other trees, so they don't hold up very well. I think somebody said they don't have a big root, a big main root going down, vertical root going down, so they end up crashing. So these bridges, by the way, these are pretty, tractor's heavy, but I used steel I-beams when I built this one here and a couple of the others, so I can drive my tractor over it. So no big deal. All right, I got to drive here, so stand by. Like I wasn't in the way, but let's get it further out of the way. Since I'm here and I got the grapple on. This is one of the basswoods. Let me go give him a little push too. And what you're looking at is more remnants from that storm we had where the tree played dominoes, and it's at least 1,000-foot long swath. Some of these are oak, but I don't have the time or interest in getting them since we got so many. I don't know if you can hear me or see me, but there's a little white oak. This other one fell down and hit the pine. Yeah. I'm tempted to let it go and see if it pops back up. I may do that. That could be kind of fun. And maybe it'll pop back up. We'll have a good tree in 50 years when I'm long dead. All right, well, here we go. This should be pretty easy. Pick them up and dump them over the edge, and we're done. And push it out of the way a little bit. Let's see how that goes. Well, I guess I cut it there. Get out of my hydraulic lines. Well, I don't need to do this, but since I'm up here and I got the grapple, I might as well push some of these out of the way if I can. Let's see if I can do that. I want to get behind this thing, but I can't. It's junking away. Because it's junking away, but I can fix that. So let me, now I can back up and hit it head on. Kind of what I want to do. That's how you do it. All right, that's it for today. Doing trail work. Thanks for watching Wayne's World Garage. Leave a comment, please, subscribe, and all that stuff. And let me know if I should change the name of my YouTube site to Watch Wayne Work, because it seems like that's all we do around here. But we do enjoy it. Thanks again.